This is the Nurburgring Nordschleife 250. The defending endurance champion, Lisa Norm, on pole. As we go to the grid with Bergs in second, Gnarly in third, followed by Rick Reen, DanZambe, Stefano, Con, Beto, Wings, Mini 65, Reaper Knight, and Harris Clan as we get things underway for 250 kilometers of the green hell as Rick gets a shot up the inside of Gnarly off the grid. Very good start, and we're away for 12 laps of this gargantuan circuit. We're going to take you through the first couple of laps and then cut forward and show you some of the highlights and the fastest lap at the end as Rick makes an early mistake and goes out wide. Brings the pack back in together. 5 drivers all coming in close. Rick, the cork in the bottle. Con caught in the middle. Stuck in the middle with you. Everybody coming all tight around. Look at that. You can throw a blanket over that, tie it up and sell it as a package. Con loses a space out to Wings. Wings in the Mercedes running up behind Zambe. Rick getting away a little bit. Zambe turns into the cork in the bottle as they come around the downhill for the first time of 12. You can see Reaper Knight battling it out with 65 in the background. Norm all the way out in front already, followed by Bergs and Gnarly, all with space. Rick pulling out as well. Look at all these drivers coming in close together. What incredible driving. Zambe gets that all wrong and goes out wide. Lets everybody else through. Rejoins in front. Packs it right up, slows it all right down as Wings in the Mercedes gets the run. Someone gets it wrong in the back there. That was 65. Slows Reaper Knight down. Now we have these 3 cars all in together. Wings, Zambe, and Con coming downhill. What a great start to the Nürburgring 250. Of course, Norm running the bright green. Oh, Wings going wide as well. That's going to let Zambe, Con, and Reaper catch up. And that's going to make it another pack of 4 coming in tight here around lap 1 as they start to catch on Rick in the front. You can see his lead slowly dripping away. There's the drivers spread out a little bit still. Long way to go. So let's not do anything too rash, anything too hasty. Just cruising around, follow the car in front of you. Hope he doesn't make a mistake. Both the 911s going side. Oh, Con having a look, thinks about it again. Zambe in front of him, just holding him back. Little flash of the lights there from the controller. As Wings almost up with Rick to battle for 4th spot. Top 3 with a lot of space. As Zambe comes around. Con hot on his tails and Wings and Rick battling. Here we go. Into the carousel for the first time of 12. Reasonable run there, but Con definitely got a better exit. Oh no, he's disappeared a little bit there. Wings and Rick battling. Nice couple of little hot spots of battling going on in the first lap of the second endurance event that we hold on a Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Australian Eastern as Wings comes up the inside of Rick. That Mercedes gives the grunt up the inside and gets away. You see Gnarly dude there, he's slowed down a little and Wings is caught as they all come around the double left into the downhill and right. This is so close. Oh, Wings getting it wrong out in front. Reaper Knight getting it wrong. And all 5 of them come back together again. This is electric. Oh, Zambe comes around behind Rick. A little bit of contact. All 5 drivers close in together still. Around the second little bit of banked track we see in this circuit. They come around the long right-hander into the straight. Rick gets it all sorts of sideways in front of Zambe. Wings gets it wrong as well. Zambe's going to have the run on Rick here, coming into the very long straight. And there we see 4th through 9th as Zambe in front of Rick. Is Rick going to take the slip? He has a peek. He thinks about it. Thinks again. Rick and Zambe neck and neck. All 3 cars wide behind them coming into the chicane at the end of the straight. Contact as Reaper gets around Con. They come through the little S into the sharp right to complete lap 1. Great stuff there. So that's 1 lap down, 12 to go. Where is this going to take us? Reaper leads Con and 65 around behind Rick. Behind ZamBe in 4th with a little bit of space out in front. He'll be happy with that now. And he can see Gnarly in front of him. Look at this Con. Oh, runs out of road. Rick gets it sideways. Invites Reaper back up. Con with a little bit of air. 2 laps down with this massive circuit, and look how close it is in the middle of the pack. Norm and Berg's already out and away, clean as day. Gnarly just within reach of ZamBe, with Rick, Reaper, Con, and 65 running as a pack here. Down the hill they run one by one. Reaper just trying to keep it. Rick runs out wide on the outside. Where's he going to rejoin in? Comes back behind Con. Reaper comes up 1. Con comes up 1. Rick's not going to be happy about that. He's just lost 2 spots and gets it wrong coming out into this straight. That's going to lose him a bit more time. ZamBe still in 4th as the drivers come around. Con gets it absolutely sideways. A little bit of grass there. Loses lots of time on Reaper, but no position as Rick's got to pull it up as well. That was beautifully handled. Not exactly ideal, but Con does well. ZamBe in 4th with space. Reaper coming up behind ZamBe with Con, Rick, and 65 battling it out. Rick gets it a bit wrong as well. Again, a bit more grass on his tyres. 60 contact. Rick out into the barriers. He's not going to be happy about that. So he flicked forward. Rick retakes his position from the redress. Very polite driving. Great sportsmanship. As Reaper's got around ZamBe now. Whoa, there he goes. Now ZamBe in between Con and Reaper. ZamBe obviously made a mistake. Oh, Reaper's got it all wrong coming through this section. ZamBe not enough space to make a move. All 3 drivers packed up together. Into the long left-hander. Oh, Con right up the inside of ZamBe. Really thinking about it. Both the Porsches run hot down the hill. All 3 Porsches from the looks of it. A little bit of dirt on the inside there for ZamBe. Con, hot on the heels. Looking for an opportunity, looking for a space. Around the outside, is there room? No, there isn't. Reaper getting further and further away now. As these 2 battle, ZamBe goes defensive. Look at this. This is exhilarating. Superlative driving from Con to hold it together and stay so close. As he just gives ZamBe a car length. They run hot downhill. Lap 2 of 12 of the Nurburgring Nordschleife. 250. So they come through the graffitied road section. Rick in the background there. Into the carousel. ZamBe and Con both go wide on the carousel. Not quite getting the inside purchase. ZamBe with his eyes on that purple car of Reaper in front of him as Con still pushing, looking, searching for a way around ZamBe's 911. Definitely lost some grip there, ZamBe. Con looking up the inside. Is there room again? No, there isn't. This track There's just nowhere to come around anybody. Con looks up the inside. There's the space. Zambe runs out of road. Runs in too hot and gets it wrong. And Con's through. Rick now coming up behind Zambe after that mistake. What are we going to see from Rick? Or is Zambe going to be able to re-establish his... Oh, gets it wrong again. Loses another position as Rick comes around. So the end of lap 2 approaching. Con's got it wrong. Rick and Zambe both come past Con. And we flick forward to the current endurance champion and race leader, Norm. Followed by Bergs flying down the straight. Norm has gone into the pits at the end of lap 2. And you can see a great shot there with all the drivers coming down the hill. Bergs in second. Gnarly in third, with not as much of a gap as he'd hope over Reaper. Rick in 5th after 2 laps. Con managed to get past Zambe as well. So Bergs has not pit and has taken potentially the lead from Norm. We'll flick to that in a second. Here we are, Bergs and Norm. Bergs has got him on the pit stop, so Norm's going to be held back by Bergs. Running into lap 3 of 12 as Zambe and Con both pit for new tyres as well. That brings Wings up into 6th and Reaper into 5th, but look at these two drivers battling out on lap 3. It's just beautiful to watch. The space and respect they're giving each other, but still running so hot, so fast. Norm looks to the inside, doesn't find it. Bergs defending, his tyres are going to be going by now. Norm's got a lot more run on him with the grip. Right, tucked in behind, slipstream all the way around. Into the technical section we go to Norm Cam in first person. And Bergs gets it wrong, goes into the dirt, and Norm's come past him. There we go, and now the gap will build. Norm will just pull away. Now we flick forward, actually. Norm misses the pit stop, decides to turn around. But as some people know with the system, that's a disallowed pit stop by the game system. Resets him to the line. Still miles in front, but what's he going to do? He thinks about it, coming around again, he realizes he can't pit. He's blown it. He knows if he goes around again, it won't register his lap, and he can't pit. So essentially, that mistake coming into the final turn has awarded Norm a DQ. Not so much the mistake. He may have got around again on the fuel he has, but by trying to turn around and re-enter the pits, he's disqualified himself. So here's the next lap he tries to come around, and there it is. Reset again. So he takes the DQ and quits out, which means Bergs takes the default lead away from Norm. With 7 laps to go of this Nurburgring 250, Gnarly pits. Con comes around for track position on Gnarly. Con's done a great job to get himself into second. Reaper in third. Rick in 4th. Where's Gnarly going to come out with this pit stop? With just over half the race to go. There he is, still filling up. And here he comes out. Where's he going to be? He comes out behind Rick and in front of Zambe with plenty of space. And so after the final 6 laps of basically space driving, everyone had space. Bergs finishes it off with the win, taking the title from Norm in controversial style. Con in second. Repo Knight takes the third spot on the podium. And Gnarly comes around in fourth after 250 kilometers of the green hell. Rick Reen over in fifth, the current sprint champion, signified by the bright blue. Wings in the Mercedes comes over in sixth. Zambe in seventh, Harris in eighth, and Norm and Beto both with the same pit error, DNFing. Bergs is the new endurance champion following event 2. And there you see the points as well. After 2 events, it's an ongoing series. It shall continue. There's no final, there's no champion. But we take you to the outro of this 250 endurance event with Lisa Norm's fastest lap of the race, the fastest lap of the race. Unfortunately, the DQ saw him bow out in lap 3 or 4, but the fastest lap of the race was lap 1. And we're going to leave you now with the first person view around the green hell by courtesy of Norm. Thank you very much for joining in. We'll see you next time on the channel. Ciao.